Hello, today we're going to make our apricot baby back ribs, and they're going to be out of this world. You guys are going to fall in love with them. Alright, so here's our wet ingredients. We're going to go with 1/3 cup of Ponzu sauce, 4 stalks of green onion, and 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup of the still white vinegar, depending on how tangy you want it. You can taste it as you go along. This is, what you like, not what I like. But it's going to be amazing. Here we got our apricot jam. We have 2 jars. And here we have 3 tablespoons paprika, 2 tablespoons of pepper fine ground, 2 tablespoons of onion, and 2 tablespoons of garlic, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, and 2 tablespoons of the red pepper flake. So let's start mixing our ingredients. And be prepared, because you will be making this quite often. This is hands down, I guarantee it. I made it for my kids before and my grandkids. I made the orange marmalade. I made it with all types of barbecue sauce, store-bought, people that make it online, and there's nothing on the planet like these. All right, so let's pick up and let's get ready to get our wet sauce going. All right, so let's take the ponzu and start to mixing. The ponzu is going to give it a delicious umami flavor with the hints of citrus. Oh my God, you're going to love it. Alright, so here we got the 4 stalks of green onion. These things are going to just give you that nice oniony flavor. Alright, like I said, either 1/3 or 1/2 cup. Taste it. You might want even less than that. But it just gives it such a tangy flavor. It breaks down all the heavy fat in the ribs and takes a lot of that away, and a lot of that will wind up in our baking pan, as I'll show you down the line. But this is going to be the hardest part of the whole cooking experience, is just getting this mixed up and keeping it mixed up and making sure that it caramelizes on our ribs. Amazing. You guys are going to love it. Alright, so here's our 2 prime baby back ribs that we're getting out of the plastic. And just be careful with it. You don't want to spill any of that blood all over. So gently take it out. Make sure the bag stays upright. Put the plastic back in the bag. And usually I just take it up to the sink and spill out the blood. And then I'll throw it in the trash. And we're going to do the same with our second one here. Baby back ribs are amazing. Blood stayed in the bag, thank God. Look at them ribs. That's a prime rib. Okay, so now we're going to get our membrane off the ribs. I take a plastic knife or a butter knife, go in towards the end of the rib, right where the bone is, and pull to the right. The membrane will come loose. Grab it with a paper towel and slowly pull it. Just keep pulling across, pulling across. Look at that. Alright, so now I'm taking off the excess, all the little loose meat and really thin meat that's not going to really do very well. It's either going to dry out or it's going to burn. So the extra pieces, I'll either vacuum pack and put them in the freezer and use them for sausage, or this time I'm just going to discard it. There really isn't that much. There's a lot of bone in there. So let's take our dry rub, mix it up again a little bit, and let's get it on them ribs. Oh my God, they're going to be so good. Just the smell of the ingredients right now, they're smelling delicious. So let's rub them all in real good. I mean, you got to rub it on the sides, on the corners, underneath, and whatever's on the cutting board, just turn it around and pack it on there. Yeah, these ribs are gonna be amazing, amazing. You guys will be making these quite often. Or if you want to impress your friends, these are the ribs to do it with. They're gonna be sweet, but they're not gonna be abundantly sweet. They're gonna be just perfect. You're gonna love it. Here we go. Well, let me get rid of this stuff, and then we'll put it on a pan. All right, now that we have our ribs on the rack, we're gonna add that cup of distilled vinegar to the bottom. That's gonna release all the bad fats and that fatty taste off of our ribs, and it's gonna settle on the bottom of our pan. Trust me, this is gonna be delicious. So let's get some of that aluminum foil on and turn our oven to approximately 325 degrees. And if you got a convection, absolutely have the convection going. That'll make the heat distribute evenly. So here's what I was talking about. See the bones showing? Look at all that fluid in the bottom. All that water and oil. We're gonna get rid of that stuff. We'll take it over to the sink and dump it out. These are gonna be amazing. So here we go. Let's take these up to the sink and dump it all out. There's a lot of fluid down there. There's a lot of water, and there is a lot of grease from the ribs. We're gonna get rid of this stuff. This is the no-no stuff. There's probably about 2 cups of fluid in there. And look at these ribs, how tender they are. These are gonna be out of this world. Outstanding. You guys are gonna send me like after like after like. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. All right, so we have to give this bad boy one more good mixing. Oh, the smell coming off the ribs, the garlic, the onion, and then the smell from this. Oh my goodness. So don't buy a paintbrush. If you're gonna get something that's made for cooking. And you could buy this on Amazon or any cooking store on the web with some synthetic bristles. All right, so we want to coat them ribs really, really good. We want a nice, thick sauce on top. Most of it is going to run off, but a lot of it is going to caramelize on the ribs. These are going to be truly amazing. I know I keep saying that, but you guys are going to absolutely love this recipe. And you might find that you want to. All right, so here we pulled them out of the oven after about 10 minutes. And look at that onion, and look at that sauce just starting to caramelize on them ribs. So we're gonna hit them again with our sauce. We're gonna put them back in the oven, and we are gonna give them another 10 to 15 minutes. And you'll know when they're done. So let's shut this oven down. We're gonna put it on broil at low setting. And we're gonna have to watch it. And you're gonna see it bubbling up, and it's gonna look amazing. Here we go after another 10 minutes. Look at that caramelization on top of them ribs. And it really isn't a thick caramelization. It's just gonna be like candy on top of it. So we're gonna hit it one more time. And again, I apologize about the camera. I'm the only one here shooting this, but I gotta get this recipe out there. You guys are gonna, these are drop dead gorgeous ribs. Oh God, they smell so good. And I'm not really big on ribs. I haven't been because I've been trying them a lot with the barbecue sauces out there. And there's a lot of the good ones, but after you eat one or two ribs, it's so sweet that you don't even want to eat anymore. So that's why I really don't order them when I go out. Usually I make them Cuban style, which is going to be with sour oranges and cumin and garlic and onions, and that recipe will be coming out here pretty soon. But this is a home run. You will love this forever. I'm telling you. Oh, they look so good. Look at that. But let's turn them over and get the underside. Look at that. They look like they're going to fall apart. Look at that. Amazing. The smell. I can't wait. Alright, so let's put some caramelization on the bottom. The ribs are coming right off. Alright, so let's mix our sauce again. And I like to put my sauce on heavy. And now we're going to turn our broiler to medium. And we got to keep an eye on them because we don't want to burn it at this point. Well, yeah, we'll all be disappointed if I burn it. Yeah, coat them really well again. You're going to love this recipe. You're just going to love it. But like I said, I will be putting up my Cuban recipe, and I will also be making a lot more pork recipes. I'm going to be making a Cuban sandwich. I'm going to be making roast pork, arroz con pollo, papa rellena, all of that. You guys are going to love it. And also peri-peri chicken. All right, guys, we're coming to our home stretch. I'm opening up the oven. I'm going to turn these beautiful ribs over. Look at that sauce just... Woo! I can't wait to try them. Wow. I've eaten them before, but I mean, I'm dying to eat some more. I got to be careful because they'll just break apart. As you can see here. Oh, God. There we go. There we go. So this is going to be our final coating. And as you can see, it's really not thick on there. It's just a thin candy coating on there. They're sticky. They're gooey. They got an umami flavor. They got a tanginess flavor. And then they got the garlic, the apricot, the green onions. I mean, my mouth is watering just watching me coat this rib. I mean, coat it thick. But remember, also leave some, because at the end, some people might want to dip their ribs into it, because a lot of people really like it when they're overly sweet. The grandkids are one of them. They just love it dripping off. Me? No, not so much. I mean, I like it to have a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tanginess, a little bit of saltiness, that garlicky, oniony flavor. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Look how thick I'm putting it on there, but trust me, it's not going to be thick. You are absolutely going to fall in love with it. Well, I'll let you keep watching me smother it, and I'll shut up for a minute. my God. All right, so we got to turn our oven to 400 degrees, broil on high. Guys, they're out of the oven, and this is what they look like. They're gooey, sticky, and they're beautiful. They're all off the bone. And again, I'm on my own with the camera, trying to keep it on the ribs. But as you can see, I messed up a little bit. But look at this. They're just so sticky and gooey. These are going to be the best ribs you've ever had. Oh my God, they look delicious. Well, once again, thank you for visiting us at Fat Boy's Fire Pit. Good night.